5 things you must do if you're moving from Japan to the US. The time comes when you have to live your dreams. When you have to do those things you've always thought mattered most to you. While leaving your comfort zone and moving to a location you've never lived in is a difficult decision to make. It is the best decision for you if it is necessary for you to live your dreams. In your new location, you will begin a life you've never had and meet and relate to people you don't know. Sometimes, moving to a new location doesn't mean that you don't like your current location or that you're not productive where you are. It may just be a dream you've always had that you must fulfill. Your reasons for wanting to relocate may include exploring the world, sharing the experiences of other people, eating their food, visiting their most beautiful places, or getting a job in a new location that you could never get in your hometown. Whatever reason you have, you can never achieve it if you aren't determined. Moving from Japan to the United States could be one of the worst decisions ever if you aren't prepared. Some people might make this decision overnight and simply hope for the best. But, if you desire to relocate from Japan to the United States, careful planning is necessary to make the best of your decision and give you the best chance to live your dream life. Do you really want to move? Every successful journey starts with a single but difficult decision. Sometimes, after the excitement of the moment passes, you may let your plans elude you if you aren't determined to push through with your decision. A lot of people desire to move from Japan to the United States but have no concrete reason for doing so that will keep them going past the moment of excitement and push them through the long haul. Deciding to move is a personal choice and is different for every person. For someone who is new in his or her job or early in a marriage, this may be a very easy choice to make. However, it would be a very difficult choice for someone who is later in their career path or has a family and more connections to their current location. Whichever condition you are in, moving is never a completely bad decision to make. But in the latter situation, you will need to spend a long time planning and preparing. And only a strong will can push you through. It's the desire of everyone relocating to the US to find a comfortable place of residence. However, it's never a good decision to hope to find the best home before you've moved to the US. Because this may cost you more than you could imagine. However comfortable you are in Japan, keep it in mind that your early life in the US may be entirely different. Lifestyles, houses, and accommodations in the US are entirely different from what you've known and what you've experienced in Japan or in other locations. It's best to look for temporary accommodations in the US when you're just moving in and then look for someplace better when you're fully settled. Have you done an international move before? If your answer is yes, then you should know how much time, effort and money these moves demand. There are different means of moving your luggage from Japan to the US. And if you aren't careful, you may not find the one that is best for you. It's best to seek as much information as you can and explore all available options before making a choice. Moving your luggage and/or furniture is one of the toughest things to do, especially when moving abroad. To help this process run smoothly, it's necessary to make the best choice from among the available moving options. You may require the services of a moving company, but ensure you find the best possible company to hire. It's important to seek the opinions of those who've used the moving service before, or to at least make a smart choice based on your budget, the mover's price offer, and the company's level of experience. You need to identify an international mover that offers exactly the services you are looking for at a price you can afford. This is entirely your choice, and you have nearly unlimited options depending on the service level you're looking for. This may be a little difficult, but you have to do it quickly to get along in the US. People from other countries often complain how difficult it is to make friends with Americans. But from my understanding, the difficulty doesn't come from the Americans but from ourselves. If it's easy to make friends with people from your native country, what makes the difference? Well, naturally, we like people who share similar characteristics with us. And we feel a lot more comfortable with them and feel a sense of mutual understanding with such people. Still, 2 things I've discovered about people who find it difficult to make friends with Americans are 1. They believe that Americans are entirely different people from themselves. And 2. Their fear of rejection. You must overcome that belief and that fear and build in yourself a higher sense of self-worth and attractiveness. Yes, Americans are different people, and they speak, behave and relate differently compared to people from other cultures. However, they remain the friendliest people you can find. If you can focus on the similarities you share as humans and make an effort to learn their ways fast, you'll carry along easily. It is your attitude that will either attract you to any person on earth or repel you from them. On the other hand, focusing on the differences between your way of life and that of the Americans you meet will only repel you from them. And instead of blaming yourself, you may be tempted to blame them. Overcome your fear of rejection. Notice more of the similarities between you instead of the differences. Learn to believe that you're special and that anyone would love to be your friend. And be ready to learn new ways of life. This will help you make friends more easily than you could imagine. There's nothing more to living well than living the life you desired. Live and explore your new location. Those beautiful moments you had in your dreams of being in America. Visiting the most beautiful places. Having fun and making your life worthwhile, bring them to reality now. The world belongs to you. And you have lots of the best choices to make. So make them and live your life. Tegan Jones. Tegan is a passionate journalist, writer and editor. She writes about lifestyle tips on Lifehack. Read full profile. You've just hit the gym for an hour. Or maybe you just came back from a long run. You need a post-workout snack because of all the nutrients you've lost. But you're unsure what to eat. While you're likely wondering what to eat after a workout, knowing which foods you should never eat after a workout is just as important. Here is a comprehensive list of foods you should never eat after a workout, regardless of how much you might be craving them. Yes, you read that correctly. While raw vegetables are essential to a healthy and balanced diet, they don't make for good post-workout foods. This is because you've just lost a great deal of vitamins, minerals, and nutrients while exercising. And raw veggies simply aren't substantial enough to supplement them. This is, perhaps, the only time where such low-calorie foods actually work against you. You need extra grams of protein and fiber in order to replenish your stores and help to build muscle tissue. So, by all means, have some raw vegetables post-workout. Just make sure you balance it with something that offers protein or fiber. For example, you can have celery sticks, a delicious yogurt-based dip, or peanut butter. Or carrots with hummus. As previously mentioned, the body needs fiber after a workout. It also needs high-quality carbs in order to replace the glycogen in your system. Despite the fact that pastries contain both of these things, they are not on the list of what to eat after a workout. Pastries are full of unhealthy carbohydrates, as well as salt, sugar, fat, and calories. Instead, opt for wholegrain or multigrain toast or some raw nuts. These contain good carbs, and the nuts will supply good fats. This may seem a bit obvious, but a great deal of people find that they crave chocolate or something else sweet after exercising. This is because they have lost sugars during their workout, and their body is telling them that they need more. Milk chocolate is full of bad fats and glucose, both of which are terrible for your health. If you're craving something sweet, have some fresh fruit. Or, if you really can't control that chocolate craving, try a piece of dark chocolate instead. Preferably 70% cocoa or higher. Dark chocolate contains a great deal of antioxidants that not only fight free radicals in your body, but also work as an anti-inflammatory, which is what you need after a workout. One recent research review pointed out that data from numerous studies suggest that cocoa and cocoa-derived flavonols can effectively modify the inflammatory process. This is great news for your body. This is another obvious one, but it's definitely worth mentioning. Similar to sugar, salt is something you can crave after a workout. Again, this is because it needs replenishing in your body. It can be tempting to grab something quick and easy, such a burger or fries, but they will be detrimental to your diet. You won't be replacing the right kind of fats or salts in your body, and you'll be adding a large dose of bad trans fats. In addition, you'll be undoing all of the great work you did during your exercise. As an alternative, try a potassium-rich banana or some avocado. These both contain healthy fats and have enough calories to satisfy your hungry body. These should be on your list of foods you should never eat after a workout for exactly the same reasons as fast food. Those potato chips may seem tempting, but what you really need is to replenish those potassium stores. Step away from the Doritos and hold tight to the aforementioned banana. One study suggested that, due to sodium's benefits in helping fluid absorption in the body, it can be beneficial to drink a sports drink that includes sodium. But only if you exercise for more than 4 hours. Most of us stick to workouts that only last an hour or two. So extra salt intake after a workout is generally unnecessary. If you're wondering what to eat after a workout, you may start listening to your body, which is likely craving sugar after a workout. However, that doesn't mean that you should be reaching for a bag of candy. Besides the obvious high-calorie issue of sugar-filled snacks, there is another important reason to avoid them. Sugar isn't only high in calories. It's also known to damage your metabolism. One study explained that the fructose component in sugar causes dysregulation of lipid and carbohydrate metabolism. In simple terms, this means that added sugars, like those found in fruit juices, gets in the way of your metabolism's natural regulation. I know. Energy bars are known for aiding your workout. Although this is true, they're only beneficial before exercise. This is due to their high sugar levels, among other things, which makes them great for a pre-workout snack because they increase your energy levels. However, post-workout, they will slow down your metabolism and make it difficult for you to fall asleep. This is a huge problem if you're a nighttime exerciser. When making your list of what to eat after a workout, don't include soda. In addition to all of the aforementioned damage that high-sugar foods and beverages can do, there is another reason to avoid soda after a workout: it makes you bloat. This may be due to the extra artificial sweeteners in soda. Highly processed and fat-filled cheeses, such as mozzarella or cheddar, are foods to avoid as a post-workout snack, regardless of how delicious they are. If you really need a cheese fix, cottage cheese is a great option as it has a high water content and many health benefits. Throw in some pineapple or peach chunks to add in a burst of good sugars. In general, eggs are a fantastic source of protein and choline, which is needed for a healthy heart after you exercise. However, frying them up is a mistake. This is because they usually get fried in butter or oil, both of which are saturated fats. In order to get the most out of your eggs without damaging your health, eat them hard-boiled or scrambled with a bit of olive oil. If you're trying to lower your cholesterol, only eat the egg whites. If you have given your time and energy to a great workout, it's important to know what to eat after a workout so you don't undo all the great work you've just put in. Avoid the foods on this list, and replace them with some of the alternatives I've suggested. You'll keep yourself healthy and reap the benefits of your workout. Eat this, not that: 20 foods you should never eat after a workout. Nutrients, effect of cocoa and its flavonoids on biomarkers of inflammation, studies of cell culture. Animals and humans. Cedars-Sinai, in case you need a reason to eat more avocado. Journal of Sports Sciences, fluid and fuel intake during exercise. Crit Rev Clin Lab Sci, sugar consumption. Metabolic disease and obesity, the state of the controversy. Forbes, here's what you should eat post-workout, according to a nutrition coach. Text source, lifehack.org.